Hey my Squidlings, it's Katie here. Welcome back to another review and demo video. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these, so I apologize if I sound super rusty. So today, by popular request on the poll that I put on the screen of a couple videos back, we're going to be doing the Untitled Starry Colors palette set. So this is a set of 6 colors that are like gold, and this is white gold, but it's basically silver. On the back here, it does give the different colors names, but I'm gonna, talk to you about that later. And then it does just tell you kind of how to activate it and stuff like that. So you may see that I paid $21.99 for it, but I actually did not. I got 40% off, so I ended up paying like not $21.99. It was cheaper than that. Math, it's hard. So if I can get this sucker out, it is not cooperating. Unfortunately, I had to rip the box. So, that comes in like a little cardboard case here. Oh, and you know what? There's nothing on the back, but if you tip it over, they all spill out. So, this is white gold, as you can see. Thankfully, they've got the numbers on the backs of these, so if you do tip them out like I just did, you can find out where they go again. So, this is light gold. We'll just name them off as we put them back in, I suppose. This one is champagne gold. Then we've got yellow gold, red gold, and blue gold. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can kind of see how shiny they are just by moving them around. And they're really pretty. I don't have the Fine Tech palette to kind of compare this to, so these are just my impressions of a watercolor palette like this. I do have the Kuretake 36 set, the Untitled 36 set, and it does come with some other colors, but aside from the white gold, I don't think any of these colors are in there. If they are, mine just look really different. Now I'm gonna go ahead and swatch at least one of these out for you guys to see, and then the rest of them are just gonna kind of be done off screen. And then I'll come back and I'll swatch them on black paper and white paper so you can see how they react to different things. So let me go grab some paper and we'll go do that. Oh yeah, before I actually get into this, I'm going to, whoops, that was way too much water. I'm gonna kind of just like spill some water into this so I can kind of get it to activate a little bit. I don't think it's necessary for you to do this, but you probably get the best effects doing it like this. At least that's the success I've had with my Untitled set from the 36 colors, so we're just gonna do it kind of like that. So we're gonna start off with the blue gold, and if you see these swatches, these are actually from the 36 set. I'm more or less comparing them. So we're just gonna grab some of this blue gold. I've got too much water in here, so it's really watering it down, which is a shame because this is really pretty. But there is that on the white paper. And then I've actually got black paper over here, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. And as you can kind of tell, these are really opaque, really pretty. So that was blue gold, and the rest of them are gonna be done off screen because it takes a while, you know. So I'll come back when I'm done and I'll show you all of them and show you how shiny and pretty they are. So yeah. Alright, here are all of the swatches, both from the Untitled 36 set and the Starry Colors sets. So here we have the Untitled set up there, and I was concerned about repeats throughout the set, but thankfully there are not. These are more like muted gold and like a bronzy color. The silvery white gold color probably is a repeat, but it's fine. But you can just kind of tell how shiny and pretty these are. I think they're really amazing. They're really vivid, and I love the different tones. And then this is on black paper, and they're all super opaque. I am not upset at all. From what I understand, the Fine Techs aren't as opaque, but again, I don't have them to compare. I would love to get some, but they're a little pricey for me. Maybe if they come into my Hobby Lobby, I can get them for 40% off. Yeah, that's a wish, right? But yeah, here are the colors. They're really pretty and shiny. So yeah, I'm gonna go paint something with this in the illustration portion of this video. So let's just go head over there and I'll talk to you guys more about my experiences using these and all that stuff. So let's go do that. The first thing I want to note about these paints is they even have a disclaimer on the packaging that sometimes they might be bubbly or they might crack during usage, but it's 100% okay. It's just kind of something that happens during processing packaging, and they crack because they're extremely dry. So it doesn't affect the quality, but it does happen. It hasn't happened with my paints yet, but it might eventually. So one thing I thought was pretty cool is they don't rub off when they're dry. At least everything I have painted so far has not. I've even tried. I absolutely love how opaque these are. I think they're really nice and they're absolutely beautiful. Now normally I don't think I would be making illustrations like the one you see here, but you can, I suppose. But I think these are made mainly for like embellishing. They're also good for calligraphy, illustrations, brush lettering, and etc. You could use these for card making. They've really got a wide variation of things you could use them for. And it's just basically for anything you want to add a touch of gold to. They are cheaper than Finetec. I was looking into getting a Finetec palette, and then I saw how much it was, and I was just like, oh god, that's really expensive. These are a water-based pigment, which, if you weren't aware, that's probably pretty obvious because I'm using watercolor and it's like watercolor, so yeah. There are a couple things I was meh about with this. I do wish they had a separate container aside from the cardboard box, just because I have to keep the box that I purchased it in, and I don't know, I feel weird about that sometimes, so I do wish it had some kind of like lid, kind of like the Finetec's, because they come in their own separate little container. Another thing is, if you smell the pans after you get them wet, like you have to be really close, so it's not like super obvious, but they do kind of smell a little funky. It's not off-putting or anything, but anyway. If I have to give these a rating, I would rate them probably a 9 out of 10. I really like these. I love how opaque they are, and they're just absolutely gorgeous, and they have a really nice set of colors, so yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to thumbs it up. Also, don't forget you can follow us here on the Squid Pod, keep updated on new videos and stuff like that. And you can also follow me on all of my social media. So yeah, until next time guys, toodaloo!